Should we start, first of all, with Joe Biden, the US president, who has been defending that decision to pull out of Afghanistan a day after what we saw happening in Kabul and the Taliban taking control. What do you make of what he said?
Well, nobody's ever argued that we should have troops on the ground in Afghanistan forever. But I think we have to acknowledge that this withdrawal has not been handled well at all. Chaotic scenes on the ground, heartbreaking to see how difficult it is for people to leave, people who are in fear of their lives, and particularly those brave Afghans who have supported our armed forces and our development and humanitarian work. We have a moral duty to protect and support those people, and I'm afraid that the government is completely failing to live up to that moral duty, and we need to see much more rapid and urgent action from the Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary and the Defence Secretary immediately. We need to hear more about that in the special debate in Parliament tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and we heard from Ben Wallace yesterday saying they are speeding up things as much as they can, at least at the airport, but some people, he did say, will be left behind.
It's shocking that 3 years ago, the Defence Select Committee put forward a report which was very strongly critical of the government and its complete failure to support the interpreters who have put their lives on the line to support our military effort in Afghanistan. That's 3 years the government has done nothing about it. We, the Labour front bench and the Labour Party, have been raising these concerns consistently, and now here we are with the Afghan government having fallen over. And those people are really exposed. They're at tremendous risk. It is heartbreaking to see, and we simply have to recognise that the British government has been completely asleep at the wheel on this issue for far too long.
Can I also just talk about, I mean, you say that, but the Prime Minister is preparing, we understand, to announce a new, and I'm quoting, and bespoke resettlement scheme for Afghans in most needs. So there is talk about this new plan coming soon.
Yes, and we would certainly welcome that. We need to see an ambitious and bold offer from the UK government, but it must also be backed up with the capability to process the applications and to administrate the whole scheme, because what we've seen is that our ability to actually deliver on promises to date has been sorely lacking. So it's really important that the British government just doesn't come out with an announcement today that builds up expectations that then can't be delivered on. But we also need to see the British government being ready to do far more to secure safe passage for those people that we owe a debt of gratitude to. And I'm afraid that the chaotic and shambolic scenes coming out of Kabul, it really is a very dark day for us. It has not been the government's finest hour, and we need to see a serious improvement in its performance because people's lives are at stake here.